Hello, I'm here today with my fellow educator, Valora Hammond, and she's going to show us some beautiful applications for rhinestones with embroidery.
Many of us have embroidery designs that we just want to give a little bit more life to. Rhinestones are the great way to do that. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do a little project like this. Now I've gone ahead and I've stitched this out on the Janome Memory Craft 15,000. This is a built-in design and I just wanted to add a little oomph to it. So
definitely added some texture.
Didn't
I like
it?
the texture.
Yes, and a little bling. You can never have too much bling. So what we're going to do to use today is we're going to use template material, backer board, your transfer material, your rhinestones, and that came from the Rhinestones to Go packet from Artistic.
I love this. This is so handy.
Yes, great little place to keep everything.
Awesome.
All right, so now this can actually work with any embroidery design. You just kind of have to choose where you want the design. This particular design, I've decided to put a circle around the outside. So I really didn't use an element of the embroidery, but you could do any sort of addition to any embroidery design. So are you ready to learn how to do that?
Please, take
it away.
All right,
we're going to use the Artistic software now. Now I'm going to show you where we're going to get this design. We're going to go in here and get it from Embroidery. So right now I have it already selected, but this ... would allow you to browse to find the place. So I'm going to go ahead and go next. The design is right there. It's in 3 colors. I stitched it all out all in one. So I'm just going to scroll on in and there's my design. So the first thing I want to do is make a circle around it. So I'm going to go to our toolbar up on top where it says Create Ellipse. And I'm going to select that and now I'm just going to left click and drag to create a circle around that design. Okay, once it's there, I'm going to go ahead and activate it into stitches. Now that's how easy it is to create embroidery. I'm going to eliminate that turquoise in the middle because all I want is the outline, because I'm only going to put rhinestones around the outside. So there I have my design. I'm just going to center it a little bit better like that. Once I have that circle around it, I'm just going to go up here to crystals. I'm going to click on that and there I have my crystals laid out all around my design. Now that was okay, but I did want to add a little bit more. I wanted to add some more to the center of the design. So I'm just going to go up to the ellipse again and I'm going to create another circle to the inside. Once I create it to the inside, I'm going to again nudge it to the center. But this time instead of an outline, I'm going to go ahead and tell it to do it as a fill. So up here I'm going to go to my fill. I'm going to do a crystal fill, and I'm going to tell it to do a circular design on the inside. So now I have those 2 designs. I'm going to make sure that they're both the same color. So I'm going to choose the same color rhinestones. And now we're ready to cut our template. So all we have to do now is go to File, Export, to the crystal cutter, and now our design is ready to cut out. We've already gone ahead and inserted the mat into the electronic cutter, and so now all we have to do is cut once we position the blade. We've already positioned the blade, so let's cut. Now, as you see, it's going to go ahead and it's going to cut this template all as one.
One of the things I noticed that you do is you only cut out a piece of template material slightly larger than the design. I like that you don't waste the whole sheet.
And you can keep moving that blade over and over any place on the mat wherever that template sheet is. This is just so amazing because now I'll always have that template to use anytime I create this design. I can see this around the bottom of a skirt or on a yoke of a little girl's dress.
There's endless possibilities for this.
Yep.
Especially when the design is up to you.
Yeah, and I love including embroidery and rhinestones together.
Oh, the texture is fabulous.
Yes. All right. So now what we have to do is we have to remove it from the machine. And when we bring it on over, and once we're there, all we have to do is go ahead and remove the template. And there we have it. We see all the little holes are cut. There's some that are left. Remember I told you one of these videos about the hint of using the excess template material? This is why you don't waste any of it. So once you go in here, now the sticky will pick up the sticky. So it really does help you clean up this a lot faster. All right, got a couple more to pick out. Once we have that, we're going to go ahead and put it on our backer board. Once it's on our backer board, we now have a design where we can go in and fill it with rhinestones.
I don't have to be stingy with this, right?
Don't be stingy, because we can always dump it back in. There you go.
And you said...
Very light circular motions. You're not scrubbing the kitchen floor with it. And those little bristles on that brush will kick them out if they're flat side up. This is why you want more. You keep sweeping them on, kind of really broad sweeps.
I think I'm done.
I think you are.
Wow.
All right.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. We're just going to now put the transfer tape on top. We're going to push them all on to make sure that they stick to the transfer tape. We got a couple of hitchhikers there, so we're going to go ahead and pick off those excess
I didn't brush them away
rhinestones.
far enough.
You didn't brush them away, but that's okay. See how easy it is, though? Because we're still not distracting or disturbing the design. We're just removing those excess so that we can save them for later. And now once we're done, we're just going to pull that up. And see how they all come up?
In perfect placement.
In perfect placement. So after we pull that up, all we're going to do is we're going to bring it over here to the embroidery design and place it exactly where we want it. And now we're going to go ahead and bring the press in, and then we can press it and adhere it. So we've got our design there. We're going to use our pressing sheet. We're going to cover that.
What is one of the benefits of using the artistic press, say over an iron?
Oh my good, you get an even heat, plus there's 100 pounds of pressure that comes when you bring that iron down. So it's an even heat, it's uniform in pressure. And again, you know I like to do twice, so we heard that beep once. Let's bring it on down, and we're going to get a second beep. We're now ready to reveal it, so we're going to lift it up, remove our pressing sheet, and there we have it. We're just going to let it cool a little bit before we take it off. And now we're just going to remove it on out. Let it cool down just a tad bit. We're going to peel off the transfer tape. And there you have bling and embroidery combined.
That is absolutely beautiful. Now you can apply this to more than just garments, right?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
That's great.
It looks awesome on handbags.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Yes.
Well, Valora, I can't thank you enough for stopping by and showing us another great feature of artistic software and our artistic press and the Janome Memory Craft 15,000.
Thank you for having me, Regina.
And thank you for joining us.